Welcome everyone to the series of AI videos. In the last video, we developed MCP server. In this video, we are going to develop a chatbot with a MCP client, and we are going to connect to our MCP server, which, if you remember, had two tools accessing the archive. Okay, uh, then we'll start a client. We'll start an MCP client, right? We'll create a session, establish a session between client and server. On that session, we'll list the tools, and then we'll keep on processing the query. Now this query, if there is a tool call, it will make a tool call on the session that is established with the server and give you the results. Okay, so let me first walk you through the code, right? It's very simple, where what we do is we connect to the server and run. Okay, so when we connect to the server, now we have to make use of a couple of interesting classes from MCP. Let me show you those. So from the MCP user client session, we use a standard IO server parameters, and from the MCP client standard IO, use a standard IO client. Okay. Now what you do is basically you create you first give the server parameters. So our server parameters are basically going to run uh, the MCP server.py, right? Using a Python command. So this was the MCP server that we developed last time, which had search papers as one tool, and extract info with a given paper ID as other tool. Okay, simple uh, MCP server. Okay, so you do that, then you create a client session. Now client session takes two arguments, which is a read stream and a write stream. Okay, and this standard IO client returns the read and write streams, right? You pass it to the client session, right? And you create that session, right? You set it to your uh, instance variable of session. Okay, now you initialize this session, right? And then you call a list tools. Okay, now uh, when you call a list tools, I have already run this, right? So let me just show you the output, right? So it's yet connected to the server, right? And the tools that it listed are search papers and extract info. Okay, so all good. Then we start the chatbot, right? And let me show you that code, right? So what we do is, after we listed the tools, right, we obviously set the available tools as whatever you got, right? The two tools that you got here, right? And then you go into chat loop. Now in the chat loop, basically what we do is we just take a query from the user, right? If it is quit, will come out, right? Otherwise we'll process the query. In the process query also, it's a very simple loop, where uh, we set the query, right, in the messages. Now for this LLM, I'm again using a local Olama, right? And the model is a Quen 32 billion parameter, Quen 2.5 coder. Okay, uh, and we send these messages, right? And now this LLM tells us whether to run the tool or not, right? Depending on your query. Okay, now if it has a tool call, right? I will basically uh, call the tool. Okay, so I have to first get the name of the tool, right, which is in the function name, and then I have to get the arguments. Now these arguments are a string. However, this call tool takes a dictionary, right? As you can see. So that's why I'm doing the eval, right? So the eval converts the string into a dictionary, and it will pass the tool argument to that tool call. Okay, then it will make the tool call. Right? Remember, this tool call is made uh, on the session, right? So it will actually execute on the MCP server and will get the results. Okay, so as simple as that. Now for this particular chatbot, it's like little rudimentary, right? Maybe because of my 32 billion model, right? Like, simple model, right? So I'm just going to sort of, try simple queries, right? Which will say search papers on topic MCP, search papers on topic MCP with max results of 2, right? And then I'll do the extract info for whatever paper ID is returned, right? So let me just show you those results, right? So I made the query, right? So search papers on topic MCP, right? So I'm just printing this uh, to kind of see that it actually said, okay, you need to make a tool call, right? And so it will make that uh, tool call. The name is search papers and arguments are topic is MCP. Okay, so it made the tool call and the results are, it gave me the 5 papers, right? Because if you see my MCP server code, right, search papers uh, had a default max results of 5, right? So that's why its result, it returned 5 papers. Now when I said with max results of 2, it actually set the max results as 2. Okay, and I got only the 2 papers out of that result, right? So obviously the top two, right? 255 2504 and 1008, right? It didn't give the next three. Okay, now I can make the extract info for paper ID, right? Whatever ID I got, right? And then it gave me the information about the paper, right? It gave me the title, authors, right? All this from the archive, right? Now, just to show the interactive nature of this chatbot, now I'll make a query called quit and see whether it quits. Yeah, and it did. Okay, so good luck using MCP client and exploring MCP further. And I'll see you. If you like the video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.